Tonight, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly, but now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helen and protect her. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir!
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus. I fight for us. I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope.
What do you try for?
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack! Who was that?
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to Penelope. You can say goodbye to Penelope.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away from home. Make sure his past is never known. I'd rather bleed for him, down on my knees for ya. I'll beg and please.
Will of the gods.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is whose.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home. Even after all the years away from what I've known, I'm just a
Cool, that'll be awesome for the VOD. So, I hate myself. So, what I was saying was that I needed to take a break for myself, take a break for personal reasons, take a break for, mental health reasons. I kind of went through a lot in the last year, which is why a lot hasn't been done, more or less. I've been trying to focus on work and not online work, I guess. I don't want to call this work because this is not really a job for me. I just enjoy it. But with all that being said, I wanted to talk about my thoughts on the Odyssey and my thoughts on the Iliad and like kind of shit like that because it's Pride Month and these are a bunch of gay boys. So here we are. And so we're going to be working on Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? Because that song has been in my fucking head for the last month. So, and a lot of the time with these animatics, I'm sorry for the yap session, but a lot of time with these animatics, I find that I don't want to do animatics that I feel like somebody's done them better, because then I have nothing to add to it. Like a really good example is God Games by Neil Illustrations. I just call them Neil usually my day to day. But they did a fucking amazing God Games animatic, so I don't feel like I have anything to add to God Games. And in the circumstance of reading the Odyssey and the part of God Games is like the very beginning of the book, it is not as dramatic as it is made to seem, more or less. So I won't be doing God Games anytime soon, but with this song I feel like I have a lot of ideas. So Would You Fall in Love with Me Again is going to be our main point of focus. And if you've seen me on Twitter and on Blue Sky, I have been posting shirtless men from the Iliad and the Odyssey for the last 2 days. Because fucking look at the man. I think he's fucking great. And then we also had right, hold on. It's an orange soda, I swear. So my friends would not find money. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you? Also, if you hear my fan in the background, that's just my air conditioner. Lit. We also had... Oh, this one was not colored. Ajax and Odysseus being a smartass. And... there we go. And then the boys, Diomedes and Odysseus, because nobody can convince me that they are not very gay for each other. Bisexual terrorists. So, anyway, we're going to be working on Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? Because, yeah. Because I want to, that's why. I've also had to try to fucking rearrange my setup. Because normally, my screen is right here, and it is, like, in front of me. However, with, my new setup, why is it showing that? Are you guys not seeing me? Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, my stream was showing that I was still on the old lady. So, I was like, hold up. No. So, anyway, uh, my thought of this, I don't know if this will make sense to anybody when I show it. Is this a... Yeah, I have papers everywhere. I'm very sorry if you hear an echo. I have doodles from work of where I want this shit to go. I don't do physical art very often, so it's usually just like square stick figures, much like how my sketchy animatics look. So if you see me looking over this way, this is where I'm looking because this is where my tablet is set up for. I used to have it on the front. Ooh. Okay, sorry, I hit my screen. I used to have it on the front-facing screen. However, you know, yeah. So, I didn't open the animatic. I'm really prepared, I swear. I even had the starting screen and everything, and I didn't even fucking open this. And like, it's been a day. It's been a week. But yeah, like, as an update in my living situation, I have moved out of my old apartment, moved into a new apartment, and then recently I was like, "Ooh, I'm feeling better about myself. I'm going to go eat Jersey Mike's subs," and then I proceeded to eat a sub that was not gluten free, due to the fact that they gave me white bread. So, so I have been celiac induced coma for like the last week and have been slowly recovering. Today's the first day that I feel kind of real again. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain the type of pain that you go through with celiac. I had like a blood vessel burst. I had my legs were almost inoperable. Like, it was fucking insane. So I've just been on recovery road. So this is the first week of the celiac recovery. But I'm feeling better. We're doing better. Not depressed anymore. Yeah. But we will be working on that. Hopefully, my doctor will be at least. Okay, so really quick, I did not get far. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. I didn't get far in this animatic because I literally just started it like 2 days ago. So I've only gotten down to 15 seconds. Where is it? Clearing it out. I tried to send it to somebody over Discord, but Discord like weirdly didn't want to take it, so I was just kind of like, whatever. I guess nobody on. Oh, I forgot to make the rest of the markers. I got up to here and then I stopped. So I'm gonna play this for you, and then while we're sitting here watching, I'm gonna fucking make my markers. I think so. I didn't save my last frame. Girl, I'll kill you. Don't take this one away from me. I like this frame.
Is it you? Have my prayers been answered? Is it really you standing there? Or am I dreaming once more? You look different. Your eyes look tired. Your frame is lighter. Your smile torn.
Oh, where did this? What the fuck? Why did that pop up? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We gotta add a marker there.
If that's true, could you do me a favor? Just a moment of labor that would bring me some peace.
So basically, I usually like set these out where it's like kind of like where the pauses are that feels like it's a completed thought, more or less. So sometimes they get to be small like that,
See
unfortunately.
that wedding bed, could you carry it over? Lift it high on your shoulders and take it far away from here.
How could you say this? I had built that wedding bed with my blood and sweat.
One there.
Carved it into the olive tree where we first met.
I hate to do this live because I don't normally, but you know, it's not the fun part of working on this shit.
Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way to move it is to cut it from its roots.
Only my husband knew that, so I guess that makes him you.
What I'm hoping to get the I don't know if I would do the whole animatic like sketch of the whole animatic tonight, but I'm hoping to get a good half of it done. Hopefully.
I don't care how, where, or when, no matter how long it's been your mind. Don't tell me you're not the same person. You're always my husband and I've been.
I'm going to pause it later. I'm also going to go back and like look at these because I feel like that's really long.
How long has it been?
All right.
What tears?
And we'll leave the rest of that for the end. Okay. So here is the Neilio. Turn this back on. And then we are going to start this out. So I think I'm gonna keep it to this for right now. Like we're not gonna go very far from like sketches. Just so I can get the idea. We're gonna save it. And what's badass in the arena? So sorry, I was ill prepared. And I also had to fucking figure out their goddamn room. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. No, you don't get to walk away after doing that. Gimme. Come here. Ah! Cat. Make the viewers come back. The cats. Hi. Can you stop doing that? Oh, don't growl. You're fine. Mr. Bitch. Don't fucking start again. What? Ah! Oh God! She always does this! Why? I literally just held you, and you didn't want it. Fuck you. Boop. She's fucking feisty. She's froggy. It's froggy! Sorry, my cat is yelling at me. Anyway. The fuck am I? What am I doing? Hold on. She might actually need something. I'll be right back, but, you know. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta get a drink anyway. Where's my drink? Alright, what do you want?
Hey there. We're just trying.
Okay. She's been sated. She just wanted somebody to rub her butt so she could eat. The monster has been defeated once more. Justice Polyphemus. What the fuck am I doing with this? I'll just walk out to the kitchen. Ah! Okay, now the butt rubs are given. Ugh, okay. Let's fucking go. There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. Oh, jeez. Oh, bejeebus. I have to have this up in a different window. Cause the SCR's driving me up a wall. See, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't have enough fucking, sometimes I'm like, I don't have enough, windows, and then sometimes I'm like, I have 3, I'm fucking fine, like, there's not, but at the same time, I'm like, but I don't think I do. I don't think so. Because I need one for my video editor. Okay, Oh, buddy. Okay, so you know what? Actually, I'm going to pop that chat so that I can actually have shit open and still see chat. Because that would be smart. My brain is still so foggy. I'm gonna Kermit. Is what the fuck did the pop out chat just go? Okay, there we go. I'm so not professional in any capacity. Can I? No? Okay, whatever. So what I'm thinking is that, like, okay, so like, just so I can lay out their room, because I haven't even attempted to try to lay out the room, is that I think I'm gonna have it like, because so Telemachus's room was like this, where he had like a little alcove, but I kind of want, I still want the circle, so that's like a tower, and then the tree would be like here, because that's where it was on the camera, or it could also be like, hold on, girly pops. We're going, okay. So let's say that the room is like this. I kind of like the idea of it being like a half circle or quarter circle, I guess. Because like the fucking tree is like, whew. So, and then the bed would be like here, and then I would want. Is this play-by-play fun for anybody? I feel like I'm just fucking. Okay, so I'm thinking that the bed would be like here, and then like it would. I want it to look like one of those trees that are like woven into fucking chairs and shit. Yeah, where am I? This shit. I'm not used to using this fucking thing, I'm sorry. But, like these chairs that are like made into these trees that are made into chairs. Cause I don't know, these fucking chairs are always so sick to me. I guess woven is not the correct term, but also like these are fucking awesome. Right. I'm so sorry. I'm making myself laugh, that's all that is. So yeah, I wonder if there's a bed version. Ooh, girls, hop off. This might be the closest type, but like I don't really want. I don't want that. I don't want like actual weaving. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I keep seeing this fucking tree and I'm just, it's fucking stupid. fuck am I? I'm so sorry. No, it's not really it. It's definitely this look. What? Well, I did. Okay, Google, relax. I didn't want that. Chair into weeping willow tree. Oh, is that like the same shit? Is that? Oh wow, that's crazy. Yo, real talk though. This dude's fucking crazy. Like the guy who makes these is this dude. It's fucking crazy. But also, I believe it comes from Native American culture, and also those fuckers are crazy too. Like that's fucking awesome. I would not have the patience, but I do wonder if what the fuck is that? It's not a bed. Okay, so a bed has not been made, but I do want that look. Excuse me. It's been, like I said, a long day. Sorry. I feel like I keep saying sorry because I make noises when I'm by myself and I don't. I forget to not make noises when I'm not by myself. Shit. Where the fuck are we? Shedding never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind? Okay, so what I'm thinking is like you have the bed here that's like woven and like all the the leaves and shit. That would be cool with the fucking like branch coming out and like all it acts like a pseudo drape. Love it. Me making myself excited with shit. This would be where no, it's too large. So this is the door. And I imagine like the what she's weaving in is not like actual formal weaving. I do imagine it more like or she is weaving, but it's more of like a holographic thing because we're in the future. But it would be like here, spinning, doing, and whatever. And a chair, so she just get up and go. And like her. I also want there to be like a kind of like curved screen, like right here where like how everybody has like a TV at the bottom of their bed type of shit, like so they could like sit here and watch TV. And I imagine that there's like a little balcony out here in my mind's eye. There's a balcony right here. I've also been watching a lot of Creepcast. And then he's like here, and then he'll walk over there. Well, actually, he won't walk in. She'll walk into. Sorry. Please, hello, thank you. She'll walk in, and then like talk to him here, and then because I want it to look more like a proposal than a I don't know, because like I feel like what he's doing is proposing to her again to be like, y'all, I'm back, but like, listen, it's been 20 years, I get it. And he's doing all this shit, whatever. But I kind of want this backdrop of the balcony. Maybe the balcony extends out to the side further. But like this would also like in my brain, in my mind's eye, this is like where Athena would be like, "Sup, bitch." Um, this looks like the fucking work of somebody who is insane, and I am. So yeah, this is my goodbye. I was about to be like, all the trees don't get this big, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you. It's space. Who cares? I have to like keep that in mind sometimes because I'm like, but it's not realistic, and I'm like, we're also fighting a cyclops in space, so maybe like we keep off on the realism. You know, like shit's fucking crazy. Okay. Hold on. I gotta pause this because I need to I need to figure out rooms. Where is this? Okay. Hold on, Odysseus. Let's pause. Pause on your shit for right now. So when he would walk in, because I want, so it would be like the bed here with the overhang. And I kind of love the idea of, um, even though, even though everything is like futuristic and crazy, he's like, I made a bed out of wood. I think that is very funny. So we're going to have the bed. Okay. Here's my problem. Here's my issue, guys. I need to. Whoop, I need to. Whoop. The fuck is? Shut up. I don't know why I get these notifications. I gotta turn them off actually. You know what I think is gonna be easier is if I sketch. Don't worry about it. Sketch. I just need to get the idea down and then do it later. What the fuck does what do you weave with? A loom? It's a loom, right? Is loom. Alright. I'm correct. Okay. I find it crazy that it's such a incredibly important tool that we just stopped learning how to use. You know, all these fucking like what's it called? These uh doomsday preppers. They fucking are like, we don't know. We're going to survive because we bought a bunker. And I'm like, okay, but can you make clothes? Like, can you do the basic shit? No, they can't. Also, I'm going to try to stream at least once a day. Well, here, what the fuck am I looking at? Is that a Barbie doll on a loom? Well, hold on. Hold on. Because I looked up ancient Greek looms just so I could get an idea of what it looked like. And someone just put a Barbie doll on a loom. I kind of love him. He's very cute, but like, what's happening? What is going on, guys? Um, it's literally a picture of Penelope. I love that. Penelope. Okay. So here's kind of the hard part with doing this AU is that trying to um make it like futuristic when it's just like a plank of wood um is very hard to do. Um I'm I'm thinking, because I'll work on it later, but I do want it to look like you could tell it's a loom type of thing. So we're just gonna put this here. I'm sure. With this, I think that I made it a little too big. Penelope. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And then we'll make the bed more outstretched so that it's more pronounced. Sketching? Yes. Sketching completed. I think that, you know what? I think that I might need to like make the canvas bigger so that I can pan. Because the canvas size that it's out right now is not conducive for panning. Panning? Tilting? Whatever. I'm not the man you fell in love with. No! No! Okay. Would you fall in love with me again if you knew? This has been my week, is just singing that song and falling apart physically from gloom. Okay, hold on. We're gonna turn that music back on. I don't know if you can really hear that. Because I have it turned down like crazy because it hurts my ears. Where am I? What's going on? Somebody help. So we're gonna have a window there, and like that, I guess, where she is outside. Am I a interior designer? No. No, I'm not. That should have been very apparent in Legendary that I am not an interior designer. I don't know how things should really look to be feng shui. Specifically, uh, you know, futuristic, crazy styles. We're gonna have that. Do you guys enjoy me talking like this? It's fucking stupid. Uh, but yeah, like, not that like anybody has said anything to me about it, but like, with, you know, I see the wars that are fought and like the wars that are fought on like Epic and how it's portrayed and you know blah blah blah. I'm like, you can't add everything. You can't add anything without like it's the Odyssey is such a fucking insane book, and also the Iliad, where like there's reasons why things are kept out of adaptations. So like one of them being that like in the Iliad, I don't have it with me, but there's like a 5-page excerpt of like just naming people. And it is like name after name after name after name. Like it's fucking insane. Like I'm not even kidding. So I got to that point and I went, "How long is this? Oh my god, it's 5 pages." And then I skipped it, like because after that we're just on to the war. Like we didn't need it. It wasn't necessary, but like you know, I think that with the beliefs of the time, it it kind of was, and it was meant to, you know, honor those who fell in Troy and blah blah blah. And to that degree, I understand, but storytelling wise, cut it out. Just cut it out. We don't need that. And then I think a lot of people in the trenches of all of this stupid shit, where people are debating stuff, I think that a lot of it comes down to the fact that people see things in black and white, good and bad. I had one commenter on my I'm Not Sorry for Loving You animatic comment that, you know, at least I acknowledge that she's like a victim, and I'm like, yes. My problem is that she then proceeds to put her victimhood ahead of Odysseus's and doesn't listen to him when he says no. Like, that's the problem. That is the problem. And also, I might talk out of my ass, but I'm like 99% sure she did not go through the things that he went through, specifically with her. Like, and in the terms of like Cersei, his you know, he says that he slept with Cersei and that he knew he had to do it to free his men. Like, that is what happens in the Odyssey. And then he stays on Cersei's island for 2 years because he thinks that this is how they stay alive, type of thing. I'm gonna have to read it again because I'm talking a little out of my ass, but that was how I interpreted it. However, in the respect of like he wouldn't have done it had he not been pushed to do it, he is a victim in that. Like, that's the problem. So like when people come on my videos and they're like, well, at least you're not acknowledging that Calypso is a victim. I'm like, yeah, but like that doesn't excuse her from what she does. And that is where my opinion lies, is that yes, we can acknowledge that she had a lot of wrong done to her. That does not mean we just allow her to do that and face no consequences for those actions, even though that's kind of what happens, is that her only consequence is that she has to give him away. That is all her consequences are, is that she can't keep him like a fucking pet. Like, that's the consequence. And when it comes to like Cersei, like for the most part, she just turned the men that she didn't like into animals, or the men that didn't sleep with her into animals. So the fact that Odysseus made it out alive because he had to sleep with her, like, yeah, like, I fucking would too. I don't want to be a lion on this island for the rest of my life. Are you kidding me? Or a hummingbird? And so, like, I'm seeing, like, people talking about the, what is it? I forget the position, but it's basically like, the person on the set of a movie who makes sure that everything is consensual and everything is okay and nobody's having a problem. They put in that, like, they hired one of those people for the movie. And people are going like, oh, please don't be Cersei, please don't be Calypso. And I'm like, it's going to be them. Like, that's what it is. Like, there's, I don't know what this fucking, like, deal is where we can't, acknowledge that bad things happen to men. How many movies have the sexual assault of women in them, and we don't bat an eye, but as soon as, like, it's a man, they're like, oh, it can't be, no, we can't do the Cersei and Calypso problems. Why do you think you know where this movie's going? It could go the route of, like, and like, here's also the thing, is that most of the time, people go with the route of, like, oh, Odysseus essentially asked for it, and, which is a disgusting way of thinking. However, also, when this movie comes out, who is to say which way this movie is going? It is not a black and white topic. It is a multifaceted topic that I think that people need to have more faith in Christopher Nolan. I don't know the man's values. I don't know what he believes in. However, I do think that the topic can be brought up in a tasteful way, in a way that does not excuse the goddesses of what they did. And it, I have faith for the most part. Sorry, that was a ramble session, but it's just frustrating to me when I see this shit, and I'm like, this is not like a normal story that we perceive on a level of good and evil. This is not what this is. This is genuinely a man. He is a man trying to get home to his wife and his kid, and he makes mistakes. And he has those days. Everybody knows what he's talking about. Everybody gets that way. But no, for real, like, it's very frustrating to... What is happening? Why did that not go? It's very frustrating to see people not take that thought seriously. Where it's more that you have to portray him as a perfect victim, or you have to portray him as a just good person. And can I be so fucking real with you? He's not a good person. Odysseus is not a good person. He fucking killed a man because he held a 10-year grudge for putting him in a war, and then admitted to it later. He's not a good guy. Like, I hate to say it. We can't idolize him. We have to realize that he is just a guy who is just trying to get home. You know? It's very frustrating. And when, like, you know, they have all these... You have to also realize, in all of this, that the gods are just as fallible as humans are, essentially. And when it comes down to, hold on. Ooh, that's too fast. I don't like that. We're gonna keep, hold on, we're gonna, on ourselves. And when it comes down to like, what, I'm so sorry. I keep starting my sentences and then like having to watch this. You know what? I'm gonna do this where tea and hopefulness is almost invisible. And I think that a lot of people kind of miss the point of the Odyssey. And like I saw people also debating about why Antonius got what they're calling a rape arc, and Calypso didn't, and I'm like, that's because it's not outright stated in uh Love in Paradise, but it's definitely alluded to that she also had a rape arc, and I just like it very much so frustrates me because I'm like, what? You can't. It's not thinking about the media that you consume, and that is frustrating. That is very annoying to do when you're like, oh, I have this, piece of media, but I'm only going to read the surface level of it. And I think that honestly, a lot of media literacy, not to be that guy, not to be the media literacy is dead type, but like it kind of is. I'm not gonna lie, like it is very much not as well received, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it is. I think that a lot of it is that like genuinely, I think that review channels and like reviewers on YouTube and looking at or like CinemaSins or like the Nostalgia Critic or anything like that, which mind you, I used to watch. I used to watch a lot of that until like, I got older. But I think that a lot of those like surface level nitpicky channels really destroyed media literacy because now like then you get people being like, oh, the narration's there. It's like, yeah, dude, and, like Star Wars had like a fucking like a story that you had to read before the story. Like, I don't know, it's just so much shit happening. And hold on one second. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually make that. But yeah, I think that a lot of the media wars are very frustrating. Hello, one viewer. Hope you're doing well tonight. I was ranting about my media literacy shit. and how, you know, it doesn't super matter, but like it's the same level of like, I don't know. People just don't think about media. No, goodbye, viewer. I'm just sitting here yapping to myself. It helps me think. But yep. Yep. I just, you know, I think that I just want people to think about the media that they consume, that's all. And I can't do that. Like, I can't make people think about it. Like, it's hard to be like, sit down and watch A Clockwork Orange and think about it. Like, it just doesn't, fucking nobody's gonna do that. I said that earlier and then I didn't do it. That I have to fix that. Also, I was originally going to make him like skinny and scrawny, but I decided to not. That's what happens when I yap. Though I think I'm gonna head out for now, just because I have some things to do before bed, and it is 8:53. I'm EP. But tomorrow I'm going to come back. I will be here a little bit earlier in the day, and we're gonna sit and yap and talk and whatever.